Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be creating posters to promote the Bill de Blasio campaign for his candidacy of the mayor of New York City. You're going to follow this model to create your own. You're going to want to make sure that you desaturate the background so the lights are lights, the darks are dark. You're going to identify your essential word. You're going to make it approximately this size. And I'll show you some more of the specifics that you need to include right now. So this is the email that you're going to receive. I have yet to send it. You're going to notice on the left side it says image number, and then we've got 2 columns for students, and then we've got essential word. So I'm going to share with you 14 images. I'm going to upload them in just a minute, but here are the images right here. You can see that each one is labeled with his name and then a number immediately following it. You're going to find the image that's designated to you. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to open it up, desaturate, and you're going to find the essential words. So, for example, Henry and Laura have purpose, Ian has got integrity, and so on and so forth. Additional text you're going to want to include is this line right here. So you might want to do a line break by pressing enter, but you're going to simply copy and paste this for one area. You're going to copy and paste the Bill de Blasio site, and then at the very bottom, you're going to include this created by your name, a de Blasio supporter, and a public high school student in Brooklyn's Academy of Urban Planning. So what does that mean? What does that look like? Your essential word is going to be this size. So in my case, this is 217. This font is 217. You can play around with it, so you might want to copy and paste it and then press Control T to adjust it, so on and so forth. Yours might be a varying size. I'm imagining that based on the size of the word, it's going to be between 200 and 300. Likewise, I can see that here we've got this vote for Bill de Blasio, 3 lines. It's right aligned along the right side. And at the very bottom, in pretty small font, 23 font, we've got this. So you can see when you max it out to 100%, it's legible. And because it's a high-res image, you'll be able to see it. But when you're zoomed out, it might seem like it's pretty small, but that's appropriate. And finally, we've got the Bill de Blasio website. I made it purple to match the gradient. I'm going to show you precisely how I did that, and you're going to want to submit, like yesterday, multiple versions of today's project. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hide this layer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this and create a new layer, or you could press Control J, and I'm going to hide this original one. So now what I'm going to do, and this is really, really important, create a new layer like we always do. I'm going to select a new color. We can do this sort of dark blue. We can see what it looks like. We've got gradient selected, solid to transparent. I'm going to start at the bottom and then click and drag, nice long gradient, and I'm going to release. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press T. Check this out, guys. I'm going to click on Bill de Blasio. I'm going to press Control A to select it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to bring the mouse down to here. Actually, let me take that back. I'm going to click on the pink, and I'm going to bring the mouse all the way down to the foreground color. And when I select it, it turns to the same color that we selected for the gradient. I'm going to press OK. Tremendous. I'm going to press OK. And now I'm going to change the blending mode, return to the gradient layer from normal to multiply. And now if we got the right blue, if I'm not in love with this, if I want to go back, I can use the gradient again and go like so. Oops, that's a little bit too heavy. So I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it up to the top of the S. That looks, I think, much better because before, if we zoom in, that S, there's not a lot of contrast between the text itself and his white shirt. So if we do something like this, I'm thinking that looks a little bit better. In fact, let's try it again. It's all about experimentation. I'm going to click start from the bottom, go right here, and I think that looks optimal. I'm going to change it to multiply. That looks, I think, ideal. So that's another version. So here's what I'm going to do, mi gente. I'm going to press Control Shift S, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it as a JPEG. I'm going to save it in my folder, in your folder, as your name, so Drozd de Blasio blue. Enter. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this layer, bring that back, bring that back. Now I like this, Control Shift S. Control Shift S does this automatic save as. I'm going to go to JPEG, and I'm going to find the original. Check this out, guys, to make your life easier. I'm going to find the original poster right there. I'm going to click on it, but I'm not going to press save. That would be bad news bears. What I'm going to do instead is select blue and change it to, I thought it was purple, looks like pink to me. All of a sudden, I don't like this color anymore. I think this is kind of whack. I'm far more impressed with this, which is why, you guys, we're submitting multiple versions, because the more you submit, the greater the likelihood that you're going to submit something that looks wonderful. One final point. So I see 2 blue de Blasios layers, but I don't remember which one is which. If you want, you can label them. So I'm going to double click, and I know that this one is pink because I can see it. So I'm going to type pink. I'm going to type this one right here, blue. And so now when I unclick and hide and unhide, I can see there we've got a good example. Mi gente, we're going to work on this today and tomorrow. You're going to submit to me amazing work. The world will see your posters. I'm really looking forward to some professional work. Good luck.